one question for each game. Let's start with Minnesota at Buffalo. When we preview the game in a few minutes, we'll go through the whole scenario with and without Josh Allen. But for now, Jamie, Minnesota at Buffalo, are you feeling it?
No.
No, you're not.
He's also hurt.
So can we drop him?
Not in any leagues where you expect somebody else to pick him up and maybe use him against you.
Full PPR, I would start him over Gabe Davis.
Josh Allen plays?
Yeah.
Okay. Los Angeles Chargers at San Francisco. Do you trust Josh Palmer coming off a 100-yard game in a tougher matchup? I said it's not like the toughest matchup, but it's much better. It's much harder than
must start if Allen or Williams are out.
Agreed.
Or if Allen or Williams, or if Allen and Williams are out.
Must start if Allen and Williams are out. Low end start if one of them's out.
Agreed.
Okay. New Orleans at Pittsburgh. Start any Steelers?
Pat Freiermuth. I would say in 3 receiver leagues, you're starting both Deontay Johnson and George Pickens.
Over Thielen?
And I'm so torn on what to think of the running back situation there, because I want to see what happens if there's any reports. But at this moment, it's hard to expect him just to go completely away from Najee Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Splitting, that's bad.
Right. Yeah, it's really bad.
But to what degree?
I don't know. All right, so are you confidently starting Freiermuth against this team? They have been very good against tight ends.
Yeah.
Is Werner playing?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know if he's a cover guy. He's their leading tackler.
It's still an absence in the middle of the defense, and Davenport not being there is big.
You think the Steelers are gonna really handle them in this game, right? Coming off a bye.
If TJ Watt plays, I think it's gonna be an ugly game for the Saints.
Pete Werner did not practice for the Saints. And okay, next game is Jackson. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you start Pickens and Deontay over Adam Thielen?
Yes.
I would go Deontay, Thielen, Pickens.
I think both guys are going to. I'm very, very curious to see without Claypool there what happens.
They were talking this week about how Freiermuth was going to take over a lot of Claypool's routes, right?
Yep.
Playing in the slot.
All right, Jacksonville, Kansas City. This is a weird question, but bear with me. Who is the startiest of these three guys at their respective positions? Trevor Lawrence, Mecole Hardman, Evan Ingram. Who's the startiest at his respective position? Lawrence, Hardman, Ingram.
Is Hardman playing?
Yes. Let's say yes.
I would rather start Hardman in a 3 receiver league than the other two.
2 receiver league?
In the 2 receiver league, it would be Ingram.
Yeah. I think I have Ingram and Lawrence both at 12. So probably Ingram.
Colts at Raiders. Start or sit Jonathan Taylor if he plays?
I would start him.
Low end number 2.
What do you do with Jonathan Taylor versus the running backs tonight?
If he has another limited practice, I would start Foreman over him, and I would start Patterson over him, and that's it.
Denver at Tennessee. Are there any good starts in this game other than Derrick Henry?
Jerry Jeudy. Greg Dulcich.
Not Sutton.
I don't know if he's a safe. What you said, safe or good? How'd you phrase it?
Good.
I got to see it again from him.
Yep. I think he's right in the Thielen, Gabe Davis range.
Correct. Yes.
Number 3 wide receiver, just not a good start.
Yes.
Cleveland at Miami. This is the last game we'll get to. So, if you don't have an hour and 10 minutes to hang around, I'll give you 2 questions on this game. One is Amari Cooper on the road. He's been terrible on the road. And number 2 is Kareem Hunt. What do you do with these guys, Jamie?
Amari Cooper's a must-start receiver. I think a lot of it is they play a lot of home games, so his numbers are benefited by him playing at home, but he's benefiting by his playing at home. I just trust that he's going to get his targets and his opportunities, and I don't buy this Dolphins secondary, so I think it's going to be a good game for Cooper. And Hunt is flex play.
It's really amazing because it even looks like his matchups have been worse at home in a lot of cases, and I'm starting Amari Cooper.
I'm wondering if Xavier Howard's going to shadow him. It wouldn't surprise me, and that would be a bad thing.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. He's good. I mean, he's
good, but I don't know if he's as good as he has been.
I don't know. I don't know. He doesn't do a ton of shadowing, but I think he mostly shadowed Stephon Diggs, who had a bad game. He did a good job on Deontay Johnson earlier this year. So, all right. And it's not like Brissett has been worse on the road. Brissett's had one bad road game, two good road games, just in terms of yards. It's just really
Revenge game.
Revenge game for Brissett. Oh, okay.